Hi, Mike here with the Badonsky Buccaneers with another video fishing report. This is from our June 1st red snapper trip for 2017. We hit the Boggy Point boat launch before dawn in hopes of beating the crowds that were sure to come. And it wasn't long after we got there that the lines started to form. Here we met up with our friend Marcus Dawson, our guest on board today. He's the owner of Dawson Cleaning Supplies in Pensacola, Florida. After meeting up with Marcus, we load up, quickly launched the boat, and then we're on our way. Our first stop was at the Wallace Reef, one of several World War II Ghost Fleet ships sunk off the Gulf Coast as a reef building program in the 1970s. We're here checking for red snapper, but I mainly wanted to get some live ruby lips for bait to be used in deeper locations today. As a bonus catch, we got a couple of bonita here also, which have made great cut baits for snapper in the past for us when presented fresh. We didn't get any legal size snapper here, but we did get a few big greater amberjack like this Hoss reef donkey Marcus is battling with. It was a bit disappointing to fight these brutes to the boat and not be able to keep any, but we'll be back out here to collect a few after the first of the new year when the season reopens. But today, we just take a few snapshots and they were all released in good condition. Next, we stopped by the 12-mile buoy to let Marcus add a king mackerel to his harvest today. There's nothing like a little variety in the fish box. We caught 3 smaller king mackerel here, no monsters, but as we have learned over the years, these smaller ones will taste better on the table than any big smoker any day. Hey, that's a nice looking fish there, Marcus. After a brief break, and even though it was a little rough, we decided to go ahead and check out the Lulu. I wasn't sure if it would be packed with fishermen trying to get some of those big red snapper I've seen there on our video diver a couple of months ago, but I didn't want to do a lot of searching around today with the rougher conditions. And as luck would have it, there were only a couple of boats there when we arrived. So we set up on a promising spot and put the guys to work to try and get our share of snapper. Braxton caught this nice Almaco jack here. Marcus started catching some decent snapper. Quite a few were undersized, but this one was a keeper. Here Braxton lands a nice size snapper on the Shimano TLD-20. That's the size I'd like to see to go into fish box. A while later, Braxton also pulls a snapper up on his jig. He sure seems to be on fire today. And in a little while later, he hooks up on something with some fight. At first, we think it might be an amberjack, but before long, we see it's a nice cobia on the end of his line. I'm being careful to gaff this one. That was the catch of the day. Nice going, Braxton. Well, we had pretty much a full day out here, and I know everyone had a good time as we caught lots of fish. I know we all got a good workout, and it was quite a variety we ended up in the fish box. We would like to remind you to always report your Alabama landed red snapper on the Alabama Snapper Check system. Available as a handwritten form at most Alabama operated boat launches, as well as an app available for most iOS and Android smartphones and tablets. It's the responsible thing to do, and it's the law. Let me ask you to stay tuned. We're going to be doing a cooking segment on this episode, so stick around. Well, we took that cobia home and filleted him up. Now we're going to take some and make a really good appetizer. Braxton has cut it into about 3/4 to 1 inch cubes and coated them in olive oil in a bowl. Then he seasoned them with salt, pepper, and a little Tony Chachere's. Then wrapped them in about a half a strip of regular bacon with a toothpick to hold it together. We put them on the grill with our other fillets, which we've also lightly seasoned. We use toothpicks for our appetizer size golden bites, but you can also use skewers and put like pineapple, shrimp, vegetables, make them more of an entree. After a while, turn them over, cooking until the bacon is nice and brown. Want to spice it up? Put a little bit more Tony's on it. Or put some Old World Harbor Island of Mango marinade to give it that Florida Keys flair. You can also use king mackerel, amberjack, or any other fish you might like, but if you're like me, you'll like that cobia best, just as it is. Anyway, if you haven't already tried a recipe like this, you have to at least once. I can just about guarantee there won't be a morsel left over. Well, that wraps up this report. We hope you found it entertaining as well as informative. Be sure to patronize your local small businesses like Visual Effects, Promotional Embroidery Signs and Designs, The Rod Room, Custom Rod Building and Supplies, Sam's Stop and Shop, Bait, Tackle, Apparel and more, OBAVR.com, Vacation Rental Website from Fort Morgan to Perdido Key, we got you covered. BC&M Services, Plumbing and Maintenance Services. Like us on Facebook, and be sure to visit our website for local fishing and marine information. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. Have a great day and God bless.